dears, this is Raji. In this video, we are going to learn about lanthanide contraction. You can find this topic in class 12 chemistry in the chapter D and F block elements. It's a very important concept for your board exams also and other competitive exams also. So what is this lanthanide contraction? What are the consequences of lanthanide contraction? And we will be doing questions also related to that. Okay, yes. First of all, we should understand what are lanthanoids. Followed by lanthanum, you can see 14 elements from cerium to lutetium. And these elements with atomic number 58 to 71, we call them as lanthanoids. Got it? Now, what is this lanthanoid contraction? So, when the atomic number increases, you can see a gradual decrease in the atomic and ionic radii of these lanthanoids. And that is known as lanthanoid contraction. So simple, right? Yes. But we need to know, what is the reason for this lanthanide contraction? Let's see that. For example, you consider lithium atom. Atomic number is 3. Electronic configuration 1s2, 2s1. Total 3 electrons are there. Now, this is the nucleus of lithium and this is the outermost electron. So, nucleus will be attracting this valence electron towards itself. Correct? Yeah. But see this one, some electrons are present in the inner s orbital also. What is the shape of the s orbital? It will be spherical in shape. Correct? No? What do you mean by that? The probability of finding these two s electrons around the nucleus will be there in this spherical space. So whenever the nucleus is trying to attract this valence electron towards itself, the electrons which are present in this s orbital will be shielding the nucleus from that. Correct? No? Or in other words, we can say that the electrons which are present in the inner s orbital will be shielding the nucleus from attracting the outermost electron towards itself. Got the idea? Yes. Now, imagine the inner electrons are present in the p orbital and this is the valence electron. What will happen? What's the shape of p orbital? It has got a dumbbell shape. Correct? That means the probability of finding the electron near the vicinity of the nucleus is only in this much space. So compared to s electron, this p electron will be offering less shielding. Okay, whenever the valence electron is revolving around the nucleus, nucleus can attract that electron more strongly towards itself. Correct? So shielding effect offered by the p orbital is comparatively less compared to that of the electrons which are present in the s orbital. Now think about d orbital. What is the shape of the d orbital? It has got a double dumbbell shape. What do you mean by that? The electron will be roaming around in this much space, right? No, it doesn't have time to come near the vicinity of the nucleus. That is a golden chance for nucleus, right? No, to attract the valence electron towards itself. Or in other words, we can say that when the electron is present in the d orbital, it will be shielding the nucleus less effectively compared to s and p orbital. Got it? If so, what will happen if the inner electrons are present in the f orbital? F orbital has got much more diffuse shape. Correct? The inner electron will be having more space to roam around. They won't be getting enough time to come near the nucleus, right? So what will happen? So this time also nucleus will be getting more chance to attract the outermost electron towards itself more effectively. As a result, what will happen? The size of the atom will be slightly less than that we expect. Got it? Yes. See this one, in the case of lanthanoid, this is the general electronic configuration. That means, the electrons will be added to the inner f orbital. Right? See what is the shape of f orbital? It has got a much more diffuse shape, we will say. That means the electrons which are present in the f orbital will be always roaming around and it will be having less chance to come near the vicinity of the nucleus. Due to that, nucleus will be less shielded by this f electron. At the same time, what is happening if we move from left to right? The nuclear charge increases. See, the number of protons are increasing as the atomic number increases from left to right. Nucleus will become more and more stronger. So due to that, the outer electrons which are present in D and S will be strongly attracted towards the nucleus. Correct, no? So due to that, size of the atoms gradually decreases, right? Yeah, this is what we call as lanthanoid contraction. Clear? Now let's see what are the consequences of lanthanoid contraction. Okay, yeah. First, let's consider the atomic radii. See, what will happen to the variation of atomic radii? Yeah, down the group. Yeah, we know that down the group, size of the atom, yeah, increases. What's the reason? Yeah, reason is that the number of shells will be greater, right? No, down the group, and at the same time, yeah, the effective nuclear force of attraction between the nucleus and the outermost electron considerably reduces, right? No, because of the shielding effect. Okay, so due to that, down the group, size of the atom slowly increases. So if we are considering the group 3 elements, scandium, yttrium and lanthanum, okay, the size of the atom increases down the group. But yeah, if we are considering group 4 elements, titanium to zirconium, definitely atomic size increases. Okay, but zirconium to hafnium, yeah, we are expecting an increasing atomic size. But zirconium and hafnium will have almost same atomic radii. What's the reason? Yeah, that is due to lanthanoid contraction. The effect of lanthanoid contraction due to poor shielding of f orbital won't be stopping at lutetium, but the effect extends to few more elements in the same period, right? No, this effect is known as post lanthanoid contraction. So due to that, what will happen? Zirconium and hafnium will be having almost same atomic radii. See this one. Similarly, niobium and tantalum, molybdenum, tungsten, technetium and rhenium will be having almost same atomic radii. Okay, so this is one consequence of lanthanoid contraction. Down the group, we are expecting an increasing size of the atom, but because of lanthanoid contraction, certain elements in the 4d and 5d series will be having almost same atomic radii. Okay, we have already discussed an easy method to memorize 4d, 5d and 3d series elements also. If you could memorize few elements which are having identical radii, that will make your answer much more perfect. Okay, yes. So that is the first consequence of lanthanoid contraction. Another consequence of lanthanoid contraction is that separation of elements which are having almost identical radii is too difficult. Okay. As they are having almost same atomic radii and they will be showing almost similar chemical properties also. So due to that, separation of these elements from the mixture, it is difficult. So that is another consequence of lanthanoid contraction. One more point you can write about the basic character of lanthanoids. Okay, see, lanthanum hydroxide is a base. We know that metal oxides and their hydroxides are basic in nature. Okay, why? Bases are substances which can readily donate electron density to somebody, right? Because of lanthanoid contraction, the size of the atom considerably reduces. Whenever the size of the atom reduces, the tendency to give away electron also will be less. So across a period from lanthanum to lutetium, the basic character considerably reduces. Okay, so they will ask a question, lanthanum hydroxide or lutetium hydroxide, which one will be more basic? Lanthanum hydroxide is a very good base. Why? Because of the greater size of the atom. But across a period, size of the atom decreases. So, lutetium hydroxide will be least basic in nature. Got it? Yes. Now see this question. These are the questions which were asked in different competitive exams which are related to lanthanide contraction. Okay. Read and find out. the general electronic configuration of lanthanides will be. You can go through all the options, okay, and choose the correct one. See, the first option is correct, right? No? N minus 2, f raised to 1 to 14, n minus 1, d raised to 0 to 1, ns2. This is the correct option. Okay, we have discussed that also. Now, see this one. Which of the following statement is not correct? Lanthanum hydroxide is less basic than lutetium hydroxide. What's your opinion? Lanthanum will be having greater atomic size. When we are moving from left to right, the size of lutetium will be considerably reduced. Why? Due to lanthanoid contraction. Okay. So, greater the size of the atom, more basic will be the hydroxide. And lesser the size of the atom, it will be least basic. Right? No? But they are telling that lanthanum hydroxide is less basic. So, this option is incorrect. Okay. We got the answer already. Now, read the others also. In lanthanide series, ionic radius of Ln3+ ion decreases. Correct? No? That is due to lanthanoid contraction. Lanthanum is actually an element of transition series, rather lanthanide. In lanthanum, f orbital will not be start filling, right? No? Yeah, it has got 0 electrons in the f orbital. So, due to that, we are considering lanthanum as a transition element only. The elements which are coming after lanthanum are lanthanoids. That's also correct option only. See the next one. Atomic radius of zirconium and hafnium are same because of lanthanoid contraction. Now only we have discussed about it. That's also correct. Now see this question. Reason of lanthanide contraction is negligible screening effect of f orbital. Do you agree with it? Yes. Okay. Yeah. See, f orbital will be offering less shielding to the nucleus. Increase in nuclear charge. Decrease in nuclear charge, decreasing screening effect. Okay, which is a more appropriate answer? The first one only. Okay, yes. Which of the following pairs has the same size? Yeah, which option is correct? Yeah, zirconium and hafnium will be having the same atomic radii. Okay, yeah, even ionic radii also. So the second option is correct. Okay, it's so easy. See the next question. Identify the incorrect statement among the following. Shielding power of 4f electron is quite weak. Do you agree with it? Yes. There is a decrease in radii of the atoms or ion as one proceeds from lanthanum to lutetium. Do you agree? Of course, there will be decrease in atomic radii. But they are asking the incorrect option. Right? No? Lanthanoid contraction is the accumulation of successive shrinkages. Yeah. That means there will be a steady decrease in atomic radii. In between each lanthanoid, the atomic radii decreases by 1.5 picometer. Okay. So this option is also correct. As a result of lanthanoid contraction, the properties of 4D series of transition elements have no similarities with 5D series element. This option is wrong. What's the reason? Because of lanthanoid contraction, 4D and 5D series will be showing similarities in atomic radii. Due to similar size, they will be showing similarities in properties. Okay. So the last one is the incorrect option and that's the answer. Got it? Yes. Now see this question. Because of the lanthanoid contraction, which of the following pairs of elements have nearly the same atomic radii? They are asking. See, now only we have discussed, right? No? Okay, which is answer? Zirconium and hafnium. It is a repeated question. Okay, it was asked in 2015 paper. We could do that also. Yeah. See this question. This is a board question. It is a 3-mark question and a descriptive question. What is meant by the term lanthanoid contraction? So you can explain that. What is it due to and what consequences does it have on the chemistry of elements following lanthanoids in the periodic table? So you will have to write in detail, what is lanthanoid contraction? What is the reason for lanthanoid contraction and 3 consequences also. It is a 3-mark question. Okay, we learned a very small concept, but these many questions we could answer. Please like and subscribe for more videos. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.